It's hard to believe it's almost been 1 year since the face model for Harumi accidentally shared her specific details for being a cameo in Mortal Kombat. If this is news to you, this is no joke. This was before the Kombat Pack 3 rumors, but this is absolutely worth reviewing while everything is still open for opportunity. It's very likely we'll be seeing more cameos, whether KP3 gets confirmation or not. In addition to Harumi being more likely because of her PR accident online, this is also a cameo that I would personally just like to see. What makes Harumi more interesting is that there's a few different ways we can get her, and it's not just rumors about her joining the game when the face model herself shared her social media post. And for those of you that haven't seen it, or those of you that want a refresher, I'll be sharing that in this video too. And just real quick, I want to thank you all so much as I hit my 1 year anniversary on this channel. So whether you leave a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel, it all means a lot. For a character who has never been on a Mortal Kombat roster before, that is officially, Harumi already has multiple forms to take on her debut, whether she becomes a playable cameo in Mortal Kombat 1 or not. The reason I keep referring to Harumi as a cameo is because she leaked it herself, that her character is a cameo. Also, for anyone that this is new to, this was reported on last year, shortly before Chaos Reigns, so the coverage really did get swept under the rug. Chaos Reigns dropped, we were all playing the new story mode alongside a new Invasions, and on top of that, several new characters to play. So with this being announced as far back as it was, maybe Harumi was originally planned to arrive with Kombat Pack 2. She obviously had a reason she thought she was safe to share this information, but then she quickly deleted her post. Mortal Kombat 1 has been delayed with the content and features since the start, and I think we were meant to get some cameos with KP2 or shortly after. In fact, maybe that's what we could be getting ready to experience. Story-wise, it just makes sense on timing that Harumi would release with or right after the story where she made her debut in the wedding. And I can't stress this part enough, Harumi's model accidentally dropped some pretty specific details on her character and then bounced. There was never a follow-up explanation, and if that sounds like any game company I know, I can't say I'm surprised. So not everybody has seen Harumi's words, that is the face model when she shared them online. And I do want to clarify the person that did make this leak on accident is legit, they are in the industry. We're going to go over the possible forms that Harumi could have as a cameo after I go over this letter real quick, whether it's a refresher to you or something new. Also, I'm going to attempt to try to pronounce her name, I might get this wrong. If I don't get it right, I'm sorry. At least I'm giving it a shot. Now, word for word, this is the official post from G1 Kristen Era. Pinch me, I've been bursting to share that I am the new face of Harumi Hasashi in the new Mortal Kombat 1 game. Fire emojis, swords, explosions, chains, alert, 100. Absolutely honored to be a part of this legendary game as the female playable version of Scorpion. A plot timeline twist I love. Thank you to at the NetherRealm Studios, at Warner Bros. Entertainment for having me, and of course at Select Model Chicago. Now I'm sure as most of you know, this is the Invasions background for Scorpion in Season 1. Kuai Liang and Harumi are in the back while we have Hanzo sitting right here. Criticize Invasions however you want, but this was the beginning of Invasions as far as the stories. And I did have a good impression from it. I wasn't really excited for all the other characters coming in from different timelines, but if they were going to flesh them out in this way, kind of intersect into the lore that we have now, I thought it could have made it very interesting. Unfortunately, some of them fall flat, like Natara comes in and just sweeps over everyone, and it's kinda it. But let me finish the post real quick because some of you may be wondering, what's this have to do with the cameo? Well, she mentioned it herself, here it goes. Make sure to pick up MK1 and pick Harumi as your cameo. Mom, Dad, I'm a badass character kicking ass and defeating evil. I made it. Hashtag Harumi Hasashi, hashtag Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm Studios, Face Scan Cameo, Scorpion MK, Scorpion Mortal Kombat 1, subscribe to Scotty Combat, like the video, comment down below. I threw in the last three, but the rest are true. And lastly, here is the full post. Everything that I just read to you in one post that she had made. For some odd reason, it seems like this fell off the face of the earth, but this very much did happen. And with everyone searching files right now, and the possibilities of KP3 still happening since the news of KP3 not happening is just a rumor, this was a legit leak. This wasn't from an insider, this is someone that accidentally posted. Now, to fairly balance this, somebody could argue that this was elaborated by NRS to have her accidentally leak this to generate hype. I only share that to be fair, but I can't say that I buy into it. The exciting thing to discuss now is what kind of Harumi are we going to get? Never have I seen so many iterations for this character. Before Mortal Kombat 1, Harumi has always been a character of lore or just mention, and typically the victim by the enemy. However, in MK1, Harumi sticks out as a fighter. Kameo or not, Harumi stands alone compared to the other female ninjas that are currently unplayable in the game. Ermac, Sub-Zero, Reptile, all of these females at the Temple of Argus or the ambushes. They're all the same names as the male ninjas, just female ninjas. That is, of course, with the exception of Harumi, so we don't have a female Scorpion. Now, getting Harumi as a cameo makes one wonder, which one will she be? I truly think she will take on more of a female Order of Darkness Scorpion attire. This is the one we see in Scorpion's ending. There is also the classic ninja Harumi, the wedding Harumi married to Kuai Liang, and the Harumi that is shown to be the victim to Bi-Han. Keep in mind the actress shared in her post the hashtag Harumi Hasashi, and that's just more reason for me to believe she will appear as Hanzo's partner from her own timeline. I'm actually a big fan of this design. In fact, I do think they all look great. I would be extremely satisfied with any design for her as a cameo or a main fighter. And I'm saying that based off the ones that we've seen in MK1, I think they all look really good. When this leak first dropped, it made me think this is a character I never knew I wanted so much, until now. Most of us have always heard of Harumi, and unfortunately, it's always a tragic fate. At the very least, that's what we usually expect. And like some other characters in Mortal Kombat, she never lives long enough to have her own story. There's side details, but it's never fully fleshed out, kinda like King Jared. When I first started this video, it was leading up to this moment. It's the standoff between the Shirai Ryu and the Lin Kuei. Smoke draws his karambits, Harumi draws her sword, Kuai Liang also draws his sword, the Shirai Ryu just seem ready. The only one who doesn't raise a weapon back seems to be a member of the Lin Kuei standing against Harumi. And yeah, it's probably just another jobber, and maybe the Lin Kuei's arm productions aren't doing so hot, or is there a deeper meaning? I doubt it. I think I'm being over-analytical at this point. But I do want to point out Harumi looks just as good here as she does in most of her other outfits in this game. I would like to see her as a playable cameo. If it doesn't happen, then I think we can say it was on its way and we just didn't make it. Or perhaps it was completed for another game early on that we'll see soon. Regarding the remaining and possible future cameos of Kombat Pack 3, I'm gonna share it again that I think Kung Jin is likely, although he isn't my top pick, and I'm just saying that personally. He does have the art there to back him, and I think Harumi has a good shot too, based off of the accidental leak alone, but also the amount of effort they gave her in this game. She's in other character stories, and she has multiple different designs, and I like that they really took the time to piece her in this game. Honestly, I just don't think Harumi gets talked about a whole lot, and Mortal Kombat 1 gave it a little more life. Do you want to see Harumi in Mortal Kombat 1? And if not Mortal Kombat 1, do you want to see her in a future game? And if not, which cameo do you want to see? As always, I appreciate your support, everyone. I will see you all live and or in the next video. Much love, everyone, and take care.